ever watched kids trying to master a new skill, you should be no stranger to the amount of time and dedication it takes to get really good at it. While this is true for most kids, there exists a certain class of children who get the hang of things so fast you have to call them geniuses. These prodigies prove that age is nothing but an abstract number, and they aren't going to let it stop their progress. They are faster, smarter, and so much further ahead of their peers that it begs belief. Get ready to be knocked out of your seat, because these are some of the coolest kids in the world. 14-year-old Bunchy Young from Los Angeles is blazingly fast. The only thing faster than Bunchy running down a track is his rise to fame. If you've ever seen him run, you might compare it to watching a movie on fast forward. Bunchy was thrown into the spotlight when he was just 9 years old, and since then he has wowed millions of people with his videos on YouTube. At the age of 9, he broke the world record for the 100-yard dash in the 10-year-old boys division with a dazzling time of 12.4 seconds. Bunchy was then featured in a commercial sponsored by the NFL, where he catches a football, spins it, and runs across the field, zooming past opponents. At 11, he received the Sports Illustrated Sports Kid of 2017 and a scholarship from the University of Illinois to play football when he completes high school. His impressive speed may have launched Bunchy into the national spotlight, but his work ethic and passion also make him stand out. He trains 5 to 6 days per week with his coach Morgan Fennell to prepare himself for his future career in football. Unsurprisingly, Bunchy's goal is to one day play in the NFL. Talent and work ethic isn't enough though, so he has surrounded himself with the right people who started out just like him. Bunchy has created a special bond with Adore Jackson, who believed that Bunchy reminds him of himself. Bunchy isn't just a footballer or sprinter with extraordinary speed, he's also a leader in school and a role model for other kids. Bunchy discovered early in life that he has to give back to others as much as he takes, so he delivers toys and goods to local homeless shelters together with his family. He also reaches out to people on his Instagram account, which has thousands of followers. Bunchy's future is undeniably bright. Taluk Isam is another extraordinary kid. At just 7, Taluk set a new limbo skating world record. Boys his age usually roam around with friends or watch TV, but Taluk spends most of his time practicing limbo skating. Taluk first started skating when he was only 4. Now he wakes up every day at 4 a.m. to practice for 3 hours before school, and then another 4 hours in the evening. With his natural skill and rigorous training schedule, Taluk achieved the farthest distance for limbo skating under bars after just 2 years. He covered a distance of 116 meters in 31.87 seconds, smashing the previous world record of 50 meters. And that's not all. To up the challenge, the bars were set at 28 centimeters, which is lower than the standard 35 centimeters. It also featured his signature move, the halfway U-turn. The Indian sensation didn't rest his laurels with this achievement. He continued practicing and broke his own world record by making it a whopping 145 meters in just 56.01 seconds. Taluk also achieved a new world record at a slalom waveboarding event skate with 97 cones, separated at 1 meter as hurdles. He covered 5 laps, an astonishing 485 meters, in just 3 minutes and 40 seconds. He attempted another long-distance slalom waveboarding with the same hurdles and did 40 laps, covering a distance of 3,880 meters. To achieve these records, he had to lean his body forward and spread his legs apart in a full tilt with his hands and lower arms off the floor at all times. It might seem painful, but to Taluk, it's fun. Aside from etching his name in the Guinness Book of World Records and Limca Book of Records, Taluk has won 42 medals. He has recently moved on to ice skating and plans to represent India at the 2024 Winter Olympics. Born and raised in Japan, 15-year-old Juju Noda is known for being one of the best racers in the world. Juju is so fearless that she started competing as a kid in a sport that was both adult and male-dominated. At the age of 3, when most kids play with toy cars and dolls, Juju started a racing journey. By age 9, she was driving Formula 4 like a pro in the under-17 category and smashing records along the way. Juju was influenced by her father, Hideki Noda, a former Formula 1 and IndyCar driver. Juju has shown the kind of spark that often precedes the rise of a star racer. She's now taking on Formula 3 like it's nothing. Just like every other extraordinary kid on this list, Juju has a great goal. Of course, there are female F1 racers, but there has never been a female winner. Juju wants to change that. Her goal is to be the first female F1 champion to receive a gold medal. Given her current trajectory, we think she'll get there sooner rather than later. Meet Tima Kuleshov, the baby biker who started racing on bikes at an age when most kids are still learning to walk. The phrase "catch them young" definitely applies to Tima. The kid rider from the Ukraine received a Strider balance bike when he was 1, graduated to a bicycle when he was just 23 months old, and at 2.5 moved up to a mini motorbike. At age 4, Tima started shedding it off-road with mountain biking and motocross racing. Did we forget to mention that he takes first place in any motorcycle competition he participates in? He has amazed the world with his exceptional motorcycle skills, and as he grows, his adrenaline doesn't take a back seat. Now at 7 years old, the sports maniac started driving mini cars and shredding the slopes of ski courses all across the country. He was honored with the Global Child Prodigy Award in January 2020 in the sports division, and with his outstanding skills, we are sure to see more of Tima in motorsports in the years to come. Have you ever heard of a kid being called an athlete even before they were born? Well, that's the case for Maxim Resnichenko. Maxim's parents knew he was destined to be an athlete before he even made his entrance into the world, and at just 1.5, he started mastering skiing. By age 5, his skills were many and extraordinary. He does BMX, motocross, skiing, skating, trampolining, and gymnastics. Maxim's just amazing. According to the little athlete's father, Maxim has not yet decided on the sport he wants to make a career out of, but he definitely wants to be a super athlete when he grows up. And judging by the range of skills he's already mastered, this little champion is good to go. Can you solve 3 Rubik's Cubes simultaneously using both your hands and legs? It may seem impossible, but to Kyujin Yu, it's just plain fun. Q is from Zemin, China, and he's popularly known as the master of the Rubik's Cube. That 3-cube trick we mentioned, Q can solve them in just 1 minute 36 seconds. To amass even more medals, he also solved the Rubik's Cube hanging upside down, breaking the speed record with a time of 15.84 seconds. Do you think that's all? Of course not. The prodigy has other world records, including the youngest to solve the 3x3, 4x4, and 5x5 Rubik's Cube blindfolded. He also holds the record for the fastest time to solve 3 cubes while juggling at 5 minutes and 6 seconds, and the quickest to solve the cube using only one hand at 25.63 seconds. Color us impressed. Can you stack cups and take them down at blazing speeds? If not, then you'll need to learn from PJ Ball. This kid is highly gifted, and this hasn't gone unnoticed. You'll never find PJ Ball on the soccer field or basketball court. He's always behind a table, stacking up cups in specific formations and taking them down at speeds that will make your head spin. He does all this without knocking any of them over. Pretty cool, right? When watching PJ perform, you need to pay full attention because you might miss the show if you look away for even a second. The sport of stacking has been a life changer for PJ and his parents. In fact, it's become a family sport, as his parents now travel with him from one country to another, teaching others how to play. Have you heard about the teenager who is already a scooter whiz? Jamie Addison received his first scooter as a birthday gift when he was only 9. In 2 years, he has already mastered the basics and even pulls off moves like an experienced stuntman. Addison has tried and perfected a wide range of dangerous tricks that his mother cannot bear to watch. The fearless Addison can fly up in the air and turn back upside down, but his signature move is the backflip. He can also do tricks like a somersault known as the flare and a 360-degree spin. Addison has an extensive range of other tricks under his belt, many of them only performed by experienced riders. He spends almost every waking hour after school perfecting his moves, so his skill is no surprise. This Manchester boy proves you can never be too young to pursue your goals. Chase Carrera started chasing his goal of becoming a soccer player at a young age. He is working hard to become one of the greatest players like Lionel Messi, Paul Pogba, or Cristiano Ronaldo. Chase started playing soccer at the age of 3.5, and despite his young age, his skills have attracted thousands of fans worldwide. He has more than 53,000 followers on Instagram and over 200,000 on YouTube. This young athlete never lets fame get to his head though, and he's putting more than enough effort into achieving his goal. Chase wakes up at 5:30 a.m. every day to practice for a few hours before going to school, and in the evening, he practices for another 4 hours. And it doesn't end there. On weekends, Chase takes part in competitions and tournaments. He even hits the gym 3 times a week to keep fit. That's better than most adults. In the future, Chase dreams of playing for either Barcelona or Manchester United. He also wants to go to USMNT when he turns 20. As for achievements, he has won the Global Child Prodigy 2020 award in the soccer category. Impressive, don't you think? That's it for today's installment. Which of these extraordinary skills did you find the most surprising? Let us hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up already and ring the little notification bell so you get notified of future videos.